only because I was reloading, bro. Right as I finished.
Oh, you see that? Did anybody see what I did there?
No.
Oh my god, I had it recorded.
What happened?
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Doom49 here, playing with bots. And you guys are going to figure out why I'm playing with bots. Now, for the most part, to let you guys know, I've played Counter-Strike competitively for the longest time ever. I've been playing it since 1.5, and then I stopped playing it since, pretty much since I started doing YouTube. And the whole reason was because I stayed playing 1.6, and then that Source came out and all that. But I didn't like Source competitively, but this game seems to be merging the two together. Now, there were aspects of Source that I liked, but anyway, getting into it, there is a lot of recoil in the AK. Compared to all the other weapons, the AK is the only weapon that has the greatest recoil that you'll ever see. Now, the best trick to Counter-Strike is, well, it's all about click shooting, or tap shooting for that matter, because the whole game is revolved around being able to control your recoil and knowing your spam spots. Now, the next commentary I'm going to do will be about the spam spots. But first off, I want to talk about the recoil and the best way to practice it. And this is how I did it even in 1.6. I would always go out here on Dust 2, and for some reason, even in 1.6, they always had this line here where you can look at the wall and practice your recoil. Now, the best way to do it is, first off, you want to take a full shot on the wall to see the recoil. And if you guys can't really tell it, the bullets actually hit here, they just don't show here. It goes kind of like a T. So the best way to practice it is pretty much, you know that for the first 10 shots it's going straight up, so all you got to do is pull it down and you have a good accurate recoil control. But that's not the whole story of it. See, if you get hit, you get a flinch, and that makes your shots go up and your recoil will go up a bit. Now, basically the best way to practice it is you want to do a burst fire and practice with the strafe burst. And really, considering how these walls are designed, it's best to go like this and strafe shoot. So 3-shot burst is all you really ever need. It's basically simple. You can do it on both sides as you're doing it. That's the best way of doing it. Now, the reason I play with bots is, let me show you here. You can, well, this bot is pretty much waiting to die for me, so you can practice just going like this, practice at him, and you can practice your shots to take him out. So it's really not that hard, and it's actually great to play with bots. And that's one of the things I like about CSGO is it's really around the competitive scene, but you can put bots in and have them like harmless completely, so you can practice your shots on them. Now, the best way to do it is playing against these harmless bots, and I want to show you guys how I do it with these harmless bots to learn my recoil pattern, so I can be a lot better at the game. And when you play against these harmless bots, they won't shoot either side, but it's a great way of practicing the shots that you're taking. And just like I mentioned, you got to be controlling that recoil on that by seeing it how the recoil pattern looks like on the wall. And it's really not that hard. Just really burst fire on medium to close range and tap shoot on further ranges. I thought I killed that guy, but you can see that I'm aiming at the neck to take him out, and pretty much the blood spatter there, I thought I killed him there. But it's pretty quick to practice on the game, and the AK is the best weapon in the game because it takes him out easily, but it has the most recoil. That's why I practice with it. Now I'm going to be showing you a clip in an actual game using the M4A4, and that's probably the easiest weapon to use overall, and even the FAMAS is an easy to use weapon. Now, pay attention to this part because I am tap shooting entirely on these enemies. I am never going to spray at them, I am only going to tap shoot. And notice that I'm only aiming towards the neck or the head. Now that's as simple as it gets. It has practically no recoil because I am controlling that recoil continuously. I am not letting it be going up on me like I mentioned earlier. And this is in an actual game, so the M4 is an easy to use weapon. All you need to do is pretty much tap. And you know what? The FAMAS is another great weapon to use because leave it on burst and shoot at the head just like you would with the M4. So let's get back into this. And the first thing that you'll notice is that when you're playing with these bots, you want to make the time limits a little bit different so you can practice a lot better. And these are some console commands that you want to do to be a better player or practice longer with the bots. So what you want to do is MP_buy time and set that to about 999, then MP_round time and set that to another 999, and then MP_start money, I believe, and set that to about 1600 because that's the max you can get, or 16,000, and then MP_restart game 1. And you'll notice, pay attention to the top now, because after the freeze time, you're going to notice that now I'm gonna have a whole hour of gaming, of practicing it with an hour. Now obviously you don't gotta play for that long, and you'll also notice that my money is more and my buy time is longer, so that if I ever run out of ammo, I can come back and buy more ammo, or buy another AK for that matter. Now you also want to practice with more bots, so what you want to do is MP underscore auto team balance and set that to 0. And then what you're going to do is bot underscore add, and you want to put it on the opposing team, so add to CT, and just keep spamming that till you get like a ton of CTs going on there. So there you go. Now I have a ton of CTs there for me to practice against, and simply just do MP underscore restart game. And now all these commands, they show up in the bottom, and you can easily use that to know the command if you're not sure about how to spell it or whatnot. You can simply just type it in and it will give it to you as you're typing it in. So here we go. This is what you're going to do as you practice against these bots, and it's pretty simple. And if this is too easy for you, because this is really just for the beginning to understand the recoil of the game, because after you practice with this, what you want to do is you want to go into a team deathmatch and practice that. So they're all lining up for me pretty simple for me to take them all out, and it pretty much shows me where I gotta aim to take them out easily. And this is pretty great because how many people play Dust 2 and love this map? So you're gonna be able to know where you gotta aim for people who like to rush against you. And now I don't know if I can get the bots to throw grenades at us, but this is pretty much as simple as it gets, and it's a great way to practice your recoil and know how to use that gun, and especially know where you need to aim for the initial shot for the enemy coming out of you, because let's all face it, they changed these maps completely, and obviously once they're gone, just MP underscore restart game 1, and you can do it all over again. Now sometimes the bots like to go their own direction. They might either go long or they might go B. They don't always come up mid. You'll be lucky if they do come up mid again. You see, they're all going B now. They're all going to the left there. But again, it's still great because you can still go down here and look at these bots and practice against them, because now you have different angles that you got to aim at and know on what angle you need to shoot the enemy at, and decide on which is better. Do I need to tap, burst, or spray? And it's really all practice, because I can't tell you guys how to really decide which one's the best for you, but the best one overall is close range. Jesus, look how many there are just waiting for me to take them out. So you guys can clearly see it's pretty good. And I mean, they just stop dead. So if you're like, you know what, I don't want to practice spraying, let me try the burst, peek, and burst. You can simply practice it like that. Well, to end it off here, let's switch it up now, and I'm going to be showing you guys something with the flashbang. There are skyboxes. Now pay attention to how I do this. I throw the flashbang there, it bounces off the skybox, and look, I turn around so I don't get blind, and I can take out this enemy who's completely blind. It's a great tactic for screwing over enemies trying to take you out. Now let's pay attention to this other clip here. So there's a player in mid, and this way works the best because there's a lot of ways of taking him out, but say you want to make sure this enemy gets blind. Use your grenades, throw it over, peek, shoot him, hide again, so that it forces him to look your way and eat the flash, so that it makes it a much easier shot for you to take him out and frustrate the heck out of him. But anyway, guys, that sums it up, and this was just a video. I know it was very basic, the skills here, but this was a video to get you guys into Counter-Strike Go right away, because a lot of people complain, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. But really, what you need to do is get used to the recoil patterns, and the best way to right away know the weapons and get a good feel for them is practice against bots that won't shoot against you, so that you can practice different maneuvers, know about the different angles, and practice the different recoil patterns against the bots. And once you feel comfortable with it, go right away into a team deathmatch and practice there against real players with latency. And then you're going to really love the game, because right off of that, you're going to be a Counter-Strike pro in less than a week. Anyway, guys, that sums it up. I'll see you around.